VE. We are live for show number 33. Welcome aboard, everyone. I have my partner in crime with me. VE. We are. And you know, she will take it over from here.
Yeppers, yeppers, yeppers. Hello, everybody. Today is Thursday, December 14th. I hope you're getting your Christmas shopping done and complete, because that day is approaching. And don't forget to add me to your list. Email me if you need to know my size, preferences, and just favorite things. Just got that out the way. This is show number 33. Welcome to this Flippinar with Ty, the Flipman Taylor, and myself, Atria. Welcome if this is your first time here, and to all of my frequent visitors, hey, you know the drill. Post your questions, I'll read them, Ty will answer them. If you are posting a question, know that I skip around, but two things. I do ask that you put your name and your location. Your questions can be better suited to your area if you put that information there. And two, don't come for me because I might skip your question. As I say every week, there are 200 plus free videos available in regards to wholesaling houses, apartments, flipping vacant commercial buildings, where your cash or credit does not matter. So sometimes you might get redirected to those videos, especially if we have repetitive questions. We are streaming live Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. Tag a friend, tell them to come join us. Welcome. Go ahead and start posting your questions. Let me know where you are, where you're from. I'm working on Facebook as always. Facebook is always just so daggone delayed for me. But I think it's me. It's just really me. And that says live. I don't see YouTube, Ty. Is it there?
Yeah, you just probably need to refresh.
I got to refresh that. Let's refresh that, guys. And on Instagram. All right, Ty, what's up? You ready to rock and roll?
No. Give me another second here.
He needs seconds, y'all. There's my peeps. I see everybody. Yay, Palm Beach, Florida, Orlando. Oh, that's me.
All right, Ty, what's up? Ready to rock and roll?
Gotta shut that up. Okay. Atlanta, Georgia, Dayton, Ohio. Kelton says he's back. Let's see.
Where has he been?
What else we got? Will you send me your email address? You can go to flipman.net, Amaleo, and contact them if you need to. That's always an option for you. Yep. On Instagram, we have Polarity. I'm a grown ass man. I see you. All right. Patrick Noel. Patrick Noel. As always, like. We have Starlet on Facebook from Westfield, Massachusetts. You posted 50 bandit signs with no calls. We'll get to that. Marcus is in El Paso. Rhonda, New Jersey. Ooh, somebody else from Orlando. Somebody else from New Jersey. Look at y'all. We all over the place. As you know, Ty and I are located here in the South in Alabama, but this wholesaling thing works anywhere. So it really doesn't matter where you are. I see a few questions coming through.
Hold on one more second here.
Kelton says his mind is blown. He's been watching videos since August. Way to go. Oh, you were asking for my email. Sorry.
That's a good one.
I missed that.
That is a good one.
Let's see here. Okay, I see some. Yep. So we're just waiting on Ty to get his stuff together, and then we will be ready to rock and roll, peeps. I have all my computers plugged in. They are fully charged. My phone, not so much. Anybody on the Christmas list wants to get me an OEM Samsung charger, that would be awesome. Sherelle from Philly. We have Baltimore, NYC, Illinois. I see your Instagram coming through.
Yeah, I'm ready.
You're ready. Ty is ready. So post your questions and we are going to get started. Anything you want to say first of all, Ty?
Yeah, good. You said that. I wanted to share with you guys a new way. Well, it may not be new to some of you all, but this company reached out to me, asked me to be an affiliate to promote their direct mail service to you guys. And I think it's a really good option. Using it myself. And so you can be on the journey with me. But if you want to check it out, I'm going to share my screen right now so you can see what I'm referring to. Let me make sure I got the site up here. You already know that I come up with some domain names that fit. I got to put a bunch. Somebody said I got 1,000 websites. I do that so I can sort of track stuff. So just understand, just my thing. But anyway, so basically what this is just, it's all about, whenever you're doing direct mail, it's all about making sure you get noticed, right? And so what you see here, is mail-to-flip.com. So obviously you get it. You're mailing to flip properties, whether it's wholesale or whatever, or if you're buying and holding or whatever. So I'm always about coming up with something short and easy to remember, but it's mail-to-flip.com. And basically what these guys have done, I actually thought of doing this, but they've actually put it into a like an assembly line type environment where the whole idea whenever you're doing direct mail is making sure your information doesn't end up in the trash. Most people sort their mail over the trash can because of all the junk mail that they get. All right, so you want to stand out. So one of the easier ways to stand out is to stand out. And so what these guys did, they put it in a format where whenever you send a piece of mail to an absentee owner, a vacant property or a rental property or whatever, or expired listings, the picture of the house is actually on the postcard or on the envelope, as you can see right here. So what they're offering my students and non-students is, on your first order, you can get a 10% discount by using the code that they provided. Now, I'm just not going to give out the code because I sort of need to track who's coming from where. So you can go to mail-to-flip.com, enter your full name, your email address, and your cell number. And what will happen is that you'll receive a text message back with the actual code that you're using, along with where to go to place the actual order. Now, some of y'all may already be familiar with this company, whether that's fine, but if you use the code that you receive, you can get a 10% discount on your order. On the print side of it, they can't discount the postage side of it, but on the print side of it. So there you go. So mail-to-flip.com. We'll mention this again throughout the Flippinar, and I'll probably do an actual individual video here on mail-to-flip.com. So let's go back to stop sharing and go back to what we're here for.
All right, guys, I see some questions saying, I guess your question was, do I have to download an app in order to watch you guys live? No. Well, I guess if you're on your phone, you might have to, but we're live on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. Now, you won't see me on Instagram, but you can see me on Facebook and YouTube, and you can hear me either way. Okay, you say you're in. Good deal. Okay. So, guys, what Ty just shared with you was mail-to-flip.com. As you all know, as he stated, you can throw up a website in a heartbeat. That's the new one of the week.
Hey, you're right. Mail-to-flip.com.
Use it, guys. Use it to your advantage.
Today, but we were foiled. So we'll have those probably next week.
Absolutely. Jumping right in. Jay Copeland says, school's in. I heard the bell. That's right. Class has started. Good afternoon to you all. Question: when looking at a potential deal, do you factor in the cost for heating and cooling systems?
Yeah, that's basically part of repairs. Now, in some markets, that's not as important as others. Here in the South, we need both. Whereas in other parts of the country, they may only just need heat and not really air. And then other parts of the country, they'll need air and not heat. So, but here in the South, and I know in Birmingham, we need both because it gets cold here. Cold for us.
Just had snow.
Yeah, we just had snow Friday. Sure did. There was
Snow that
2-3 inches and shut everything down. So anyway, I know some of you Northwesterners and Northeasterners or whatever laughing, but it only takes a half an inch to shut it down here. We don't have snow plows and all that kind of stuff. People don't know how to drive in it. So whatever. But hey, we take it as it comes. But to answer the question, yeah, that's an associated cost.
Okay. Starlet Moore says she's heading back out tonight to put up another 10 to 15 bandit signs. She placed 50 last weekend, but she hasn't got any calls yet. She scattered them throughout 5 different neighborhoods. Any suggestions? She's not discouraged. She's determined to make a deal. Just anything you can help her with.
How many signs?
50. She put out 50 last weekend.
And how many neighborhoods?
5.
Yeah, that's part of your problem. 50 should have only went into either 1 or no more than 2 actual quote unquote neighborhoods.
All right. So Starlet, when you put those 10 to 15 out tonight, maybe focus one area, maybe even backtrack over one of those areas.
Yeah, you want to go back to one of the areas that you're already there. And plus, on that 50, how many, do you have an idea how many of those are still up? That's a contributing factor also.
Double check how many you still have standing.
I didn't put the link on Flippinar.com. My bad. But go ahead, we good. Go ahead.
Okay. All right, let's see here. Going to Instagram. Hey, Sherelle. When you did your first wholesale deal, did you know everything you needed to know?
Oh, no. No. I literally stumbled through it. That's why I always say if you're talking to enough sellers, you'll accidentally do a deal. And I didn't know. I probably knew about 40, probably about 50% of what I needed to know to do a deal. So no, I didn't. Nothing like what I put out there as far as free content. Nothing existed like that, back when I started. I don't think, some of y'all may can correct me, I don't think there's anyone else really there's some videos out there, I'm sure, that go into detail about it, but I think the content that I have stands by itself, not to toot my own horn, but my point is nothing like what I put out there for people. Just basically get every question answered. If you sit down and take the time out and watch it. I know people that contact me by text or whatever, that ask me a question and I would say he's being an a-hole or whatever. This is a simple question. Now, the problem is that I can tell by the question that you hadn't watched a lot of my videos. And I know I'm normally not going to answer a question that I know my videos are going to answer. So I just have a standard text that I send people. I copy and paste it and send it to most people. Some of y'all probably gotten that question. So that response or whatever, because I know they hadn't watched the video. And then this is what that's for too. Also, I don't think we have that big of a following on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram where most people questions can't get answered. Plus, if you ask the question in the comments of pretty much any video, I'm going to answer it. I'm going to attach a video that answers the questions for you. So if you contact me and you say, well, that seems like a yes or no question. Well, I already know what the follow-up question is going to be. So it may only be a one question answer, but I know it's probably going to be another question after that, because yes or no normally just doesn't answer most questions or whatever. So, and then again, I know I have free videos on it, so I just refer people back. Just take the time out and watch. It's free. If you don't have money, in most cases, you got time. So, but anyway, I think I answered that.
Yep. Ricky Tide says, hi. on Facebook. And Anthony here. Marie says hello from Compton.
What up, Ricky in Memphis? What up? What was his name?
Anthony in Compton.
Anthony in Compton. What's happening?
Jonathan Tank says, I know that you have classes I can pay for, but what would you say would be the first steps I should take? Oh, that's a video, ain't it? Mm-hmm. And then
that's what we're here to answer questions. So,
and how do I do the classes if I'm out of state? He's in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania.
Well, it's online. The internet is a powerful tool. Technology is just beautiful. You know, the information is online, and then you deal with me directly as far as coaching you through deals. But he said the first thing you should do, the first thing you got to do is you got to understand what you're doing. You got to be able to talk the talk for people to take you serious. So that comes with educating yourself, whether it's through me or whoever. But that's the first thing you got to do. Now, after you have some general understanding, because you may never ever get all the information or understanding initially, is you got to take action. You just got to stick your toe in the water to see if it's water. There's no way around it. I know most people want to have everything perfect or whatever. That's one of the great things about this business, is that making a mistake is not going to put you in the poorhouse. As my mom would say, it's not going to take or bring me, whatever that means. I think what she means is that whatever I'm about to do is not going to alter my life or whatever. So.
All right. Piggybacking on that, Jewel wants to know, are you taking students in Baltimore area for commercial deals?
Yeah. Flipthisbuilding.com. Just go there and pull the trigger.
There's another one. Flipthisbuilding.com. Yeah.
Those are some good names, though, aren't they?
They are. It's just so many of them. I do my best.
Hey, well, y'all see this. If I can get it right, when this finally hits the ground, now I have the affiliate version up that the service that I'm referring people to, but when my version hits the ground, it's gonna be a game changer. So I put a time limit on it. I thought I could get it done in a month, but I'm just gonna work with it with the guy that's helping me develop it until I think it's right or whatever. So stay tuned.
Okay, that was a question as well. Someone wants to know: do you do your own websites, or do you have someone help you do them? I think that was David's question.
Well, there's a lot of you people are probably already aware, and some of you are not. There's a powerful website platform that a lot of people that do internet marketing / just anything on it is called Clickfunnels. It is so simple to use, and they have so many videos out there on YouTube that show you how to use it. And see, the websites that I put up, I keep in mind that most people are accessing them on their mobile phone. And speaking of that, on mailtoflip.com, whenever you get to the site where you're going to order or do your direct mail or whatever, you need to actually do this on a laptop. Now, you can look at it and stuff on a smartphone or a tablet, but you need to do it on a laptop or PC, because you're going to have to upload your list, your absentee list, or whatever type of list you have. And then, you to place your order or whatever. So you can view and find out information about it on your smartphone or tablet. But when you actually get ready to place an order, the order needs to be placed on the desktop or a laptop, where you say, I don't have one. They have this thing called a library. They have this place called FedEx Office. They have places called, I got a friend that has a laptop or a relative or whatever. So, but you're going to have to place your orders on there. So, but what was the question again? What was the question?
Who builds the websites, you or someone?
Oh, yeah, Clickfunnels. Now, I'm not an affiliate. I guess I should be. That's a really good service to do. And I think about it in the terms of, even though when you're looking at them on a desktop or a laptop, there's a lot more professional looking sites out there. But for what I need and the information that I'm going to put out there, they look great on smartphones. They look really professional, in my opinion. And they're just easy to put together. Got a lot of features that allow you to do a lot of different things with. So Clickfunnels.
All right, guys. I know we're here for wholesaling. We'll ask just one more question in regards to the websites, because a lot of you ask how to put your information out there. Should you build your own websites? What you should do. So this is some information that just might help you with your advertising, your marketing.
Well, it's good because they need to do it for their properties.
Mm-hmm.
Whether they're trying to buy, whether they're trying to target sellers or they're trying to target buyers. So these are good questions. They got questions about website. Now they're trying to ask how I developed the Flip Man and all that crazy stuff.
Well, Michael has a question. Michael asks, is there a benefit to having so many different websites instead of all just driving them all through flipman.net?
You know what? And
we were talking about that this morning because you was like, I want it to be separate. It's something.
Yeah, and I probably really need to drive it all there. That's sort of what Deal You Later will be, where a lot of things are there. Now, I want Deal You Later to really be separate from me, even though most people will find out about it because of me or whatever. But I sort of want it to be its own little deal. You see what I'm saying? So, but to answer this question, I really probably should be sending everything to flipman.net and just letting it take over. And sort of that's what happens, because it's just like the reason they call them funnels is because you get people going through different channels to get where you want them to go. The base of what I do is really around the videos that I have on YouTube, and that just allows me to promote this or that, or tell you about this or whatever, or do what we're doing right now. So you're probably right. What was his name, Michael?
Correct.
Yeah, you're probably right, but the train's off the track now, so I got all this stuff out there. So,
all right. Hey, single mom phenom, finally made a Flippinar, but that's okay. Even if your internet is slow, the video will be posted after we're done, so you can most definitely go back and watch it and post any additional questions. Now on Instagram, Patrick asked, how do you wholesale in an attorney state? He's having problems in Chicago finding a title company.
Well, I just did an interview. What was that, about 2 months ago, with the guys out of Chicago, Adrian? You seen it? You probably ain't seen it, but yeah. So I know, it's not that difficult or whatever. You can probably post a question on that particular video. One of them may see it, and they can possibly help you there. They were YouTube subscribers, so they're not students or whatever. So, but wholesaling exists in Chicago, man. That's the least of your work. Do you have a buyer and a seller in place? Now let's ask that first. Don't think about a title company unless you have a buyer and seller in place. Under contract is what I mean.
Okay. Pablo asks, how much EMD should I be putting on houses in LA with the average prices being $500,000, and how fast should I put down the EMD?
Well, if you've ever seen the video with Chris, the guy out there in Southern California, I don't think Chris put anything down. He used my contract. So it'll just depend. I would probably just still roll with $100, $10. See, in most cases, guys, you're going to always have exceptions to the rule. You'll have most motivated sellers. The EMD is just not a big deal. It's just not. You're normally not going to be able to get the price you need to make the deal work, and them tripping by EMD. Earnest money deposit for a short. EMD is short. But I would probably just start. I just put 100 on there, whatever. So, it's not a big deal in most cases.
Okay. We have 2 questions actually in regards to this. I'll try to smash them together. What is a quitclaim deed, and is it okay to wholesale a property with an owner who has to file one?
No, quitclaim deed is worthless. That's what it is. It is. You just can't use it. You're not going to be able to get title insurance with it. Title companies are just not going to honor it. Don't even consider it. There's nothing to talk about. Nothing to talk about.
All right. When searching for your comps, do you only use cash sale comps or just any comps?
Any comps. It doesn't matter. Whether it was a lender or it was a cash deal, it doesn't matter. It just normally cash deals are not going to probably be the numbers that I'm looking for. not as far as looking for, you know, the end, the higher end of what the houses were selling in that area of the market. So, but all of them are included, but it's just normally cash deals are not going to play a role. Not for that.
Okay, let's see here. Okay, I'm starting from scratch, like many others, which I have been studying. But my question is, do you get the seller to sign a contract with you before you have a buyer? And what if the buyer reneges on the deal? How do you cover the cost without breaching the buyer contract?
He said just explain to me what he's asking.
Okay, first and foremost, yes, you need to have a contract with the seller before you have a buyer. That was his first question.
Okay.
And the second question is, what happens if when you do find the buyer, they renege? They back out.
You mean the seller?
The buyer.
Oh, the buyer. Oh, that's going to happen if you do this loan. It's going to happen. So you find another buyer. Just hope your time hadn't run out. If your time has ran out, ask the seller for more time, they give it to you. Ask the seller for more time, they don't. If they don't, they keep your earnest money. You go your way, they go theirs.
Okay, let's see here. Great inspiration, love what you do. Need to correct URL in your text message for standout mail. It's mail to flip. Mailtoflip.com. Not sure. What
happens is that whenever they receive the text message, I guess people have been going there already. Whenever they receive a text message, standoutmail.com takes them to the site where they can place the order, and you know the actual company that does this. That's what it does. Standout Mail is my domain name, and I just forward it to where they need to go. So what was his question?
He thought it was needed a correction, I guess. Just make sure it's actually going.
Oh, I guess I need to do that, don't I?
Yeah. Thanks for pointing that out, Reggie. We'll double check on that.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Hector wants to know, has anyone taken you up on the joint ventures with sending you triple net deals? And if so, can you explain?
Well, I didn't put out there that I was joint venturing on triple net. I was joint venturing on more like vacant or occupied multifamily, half vacant retail shopping centers. Those were the two that I was focused on. I didn't put it out there for triple net because it's too detailed for me to just partner with someone if they don't already know what they're doing. They already know what they're doing. They don't need me.
Okay. Did you check it?
Well, I know that the domain name is right. I just probably need to hold on. Go ahead with the next question. I'll check it here.
Okay. Ha! Here you go. I'm a new wholesaler in the Cincinnati, Ohio area. I'm trying to find a good mailing website. Which would you recommend? Bam! You must have just joined, Bradley.
Yeah, you must have just got over here, man. That's what's up. Okay, let me make sure this link is right. Oh, I know what I did. Yeah, I messed it up.
You were right, Reggie.
Yeah, you were right. I misspelled it. Okay, it's right now, though. It's right now. But yeah, what you'll do, whoever asked that question just a moment ago, what you'll do is go to, I'm going to share the screen again since it came up. Okay, yeah, boom, there we go. So yeah, it's working now. Where were we? What I need to share?
Bradley wanted to know what was a good mailing website.
Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna share the screen right now. And a good mailing website is mailtoflip.com. I am an affiliate of a service that may help you stand out more, 2 to 3 times more leads from your mailers by simply they include a picture of that person's property. Whenever you're doing direct mail, as I mentioned before, your entire purpose is making sure your message is getting read or increasing your chances of your mail being read or your letter being read. And so when someone opens this up or they pull out, they receive a postcard and it's like, is this your property or is this your house? And they see the house that they own, like, wow, these guys have went all out. Let me call them and see what they're about. You just let the numbers play out. But for your first order, if you go through mail2flip.com, name, email address, phone number, hit get started now, you'll receive a text message and it'll forward you to where you need to go. It'll give you the code. Number one, you have to get the code to get the 10% discount on your first order. And you'll have the link there where it'll take you to the site. Again, you can look at the site on your phone, but the order needs to actually be placed on either a laptop and or a desktop. So boom, mail2flip.com.
All right, guys, you have it. Mail2flip.com. Website of the day. Okay. So Summer Falls. Hello, guys. I'm sorry if I missed the answer to my question. No, I don't think I asked it yet. What are the questions or some of the questions you ask buyers? So you have your house under contract with your seller and somebody calls and says they're interested in it. What do you ask that person?
Ask the buyer?
The buyer.
Well, they're gonna normally be asking you questions. You're just answering questions about the property. The only question that you'll ask if they're interested in it or if they're ready to proceed on with the contract after they probably have viewed the property is how fast can you close? All right, and that'll let you know a lot about it. Or when they may make a verbal offer before you get to a contract. And a lot of times I'll base whether I'll accept a price or not, maybe a little less than what I initially wanted to get out of the deal. My question is going to be how fast can you close? The response you should be looking for is as soon as you can get a clear title, which means a few days. So it's really no question to ask buyers. Well, let me back up. If you need to be trying to build a buyer's list, so you need to have an actual conversation with them, right? And you use your property to build a buyer's list, right? So I was thinking another way as far as what she was saying. So those questions are obviously you have their phone number if you're talking to them, so their name, what areas they like to buy in, what's the minimum number of bedrooms and baths, how many do they buy per month, price range. That helps to build. You keep all that information to build a database of buyers.
Okay.
But the property that they're calling about, obviously you want to answer the question that they're asking about that property. Then you get into collecting their information, hopefully for additional, future deals. So.
Boom. Do you do any cold calling?
I don't, but I have people doing it for me. That's big. A lot of people sleep on that. Well, let me say this. A lot of people do cold call. Let me say it. The way I suggest it being done is a little different. But to answer your question, yeah. One of the things that someone can do, they say, well, I don't have money for banner signs. I don't have money for direct mail. Well, you're gonna have to do the grunt work then, but it won't cost you anything, but it's time intensive and you need a plan. So you get on the phone and start hammering out to, I'm always going to recommend landlords instead of properties for sale, target properties that are for rent. The largest group of individuals that will call you from your banner signs or direct mail or whatever other marketing methods you use, internet, social media, whatever, are going to be tired landlords. So you can be proactive and reach out to those individuals, hoping that you'll get enough actual decision makers on the phone. Now, some of it's going to be property management companies and or realtors that are managing the properties for owners, but nothing prevents you from asking, would the owner still be interested in selling the property? So, I don't remember what the question was, but I think I answered it. I'm losing it.
Yep, very much so. And the sad part is I forgot to. You got the rambling, and I was like, oh, whatever. No, it was about cold calling. It was
Yeah. Strongly suggest that, because that doesn't have to cost you anything. If you got that, oh my God, dog, I ain't got the gator over here. Yeah. If you got that gator in you, that's what's happening.
Okay, well, someone else asked the question, what are free ways to find sellers? So I guess if you can't buy the
I just gave them to you. I just gave them,
and you can't send out the letters, you can't buy the list, but you're driving for dollars, which is free, hopefully, if you got gas, and then make the calls. Sure, you got a cell phone, you're on the internet now, so whoa, what you do? He disappeared on me. Oh well. Yes, Gator for Justin Nee, free marketing. That's right. He's back. What'd you do, Ty?
Nothing.
You went and got that daggone gator.
Yeah, that cold calling. Hey, those are some gators.
Someone asked, did you ever get a script for what your gator VA uses? What she says? Did you listen to that?
Oh, you know what? She did send it to me. I can pull it up right now. She sent it to me that night. I didn't know she had responded to my email or whatever.
Okay, for you guys that don't know, VA virtual assistant, Ty has one. But anyway,
I don't consider a VA. As I said before, we're
far better than that.
I guess partners. I don't consider a VA. But you want me to read this out?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Let me make sure I'm reading the right one. Here's go listing. Okay, she had 3 different samples here for, I guess, for wholesalers. She says, hi, is this Mark? Hi, Mark, I'm calling about your property on 123 Main Street. My partner and I are interested in purchasing a home in that neighborhood. And I wanted to find out if you have thought about selling or would be open to an offer. If yes, ask the qualifying questions. All right. For Fizbo wholesaling. Hi, I'm calling about your property at 123 Main Street. Are you the owner? Okay, great. My partner and I are interested in purchasing a property in your neighborhood. Would you be open to negotiations? Open to negotiations on the asking price of your property. All right, Fizbo listing. Hi, I'm calling about a property on 123 Main Street. Are you the owner? Okay, great. I want to find out if you would consider using a real estate agent. Well, this for an agent. This is when she's doing calls for agents. So boom.
All right, so just a tidbit, guys. Nothing spectacular, as you can see. It's just getting them on the phone, starting the convo, asking the right questions. Most part is it your house and do you want to sell it?
Yep.
Cam asks, how do you determine the price to offer an investor? And someone else also asked, how does the 60-70% factor in? So maybe that goes hand in hand.
A price to offer the investor? You mean what you're going to mark it up from when you have it under contract?
Yes, how much you're marketing this property that you have under contract.
I wish I had an answer for that. I don't have an answer for it. It's just a feel thing for me. If you gave me an example, I'll tell you what I would mark it up to. I don't, there's no formula. I can't tell you. I've thought about it and I can't tell you.
Okay. What does the 60-70% represent?
Well, that's on the seller side of it. That's when you're negotiating with a seller. Now, understand the formula is really only used to, in my opinion, to prevent you from wasting time more so than, hey, this is the bottom line number or whatever. But the 60 to 70% represents Okay, you got 70%, you got 30%, so that equals 100. The 30% represents 20% profit for the 20 to 25% profit for the actual buyer, the cash buyer, and 5 to 10% of that 30% could represent, the holding costs, like closing costs, paying power bills or whatever, utilities. So, so that's what that represents. So it's really the 30% that you really look at, not the 70%. So.
All right. Off-roader, I don't know if you guys joined us last week. If you did, he had a case of a buyer going behind his back and going directly to the seller and trying to acquire the property. He still contacted the title company and sent his one-page contract, and the title company luckily decided to honor that as well. So his statement is, hey guys, the update to the buyer going behind my back and putting my sellers under contract. I'm going to get paid because the title company doesn't want a cloudy title. Plus he's financing. So way to go. Still get your money. Doesn't always work out that way, guys, but hey.
So he contacted the title company, the counter and said, "Oh, you're gonna get paid because we don't have to pay title insurance on it." So,
Way to go. Let's see here. Can you please speak on wholesalers and credit in terms of the options we have if we have good credit? Are our chances better in terms of finding buyers?
Buyers? I'm not sure what they really mean by that as far as the chances of finding buyers or whatever.
Well, maybe they means if they have good credit, they don't have to, they can hold the property. Maybe they can go ahead and just buy it and hold out for a better buying option versus those who don't. Who's usually
are they asking that they're not talking about wholesaling, they're more talking about flipping then, right?
Well, if you're buying it turns to flipping versus wholesaling.
Well, right? In my opinion, wholesaling is a form of flipping, but I would recommend that you watch my video with Renikia. You can go to I need to just put that video on the site so people can watch it before they submit their information or whatever, but fundmynextdeal.com, but you can just do a search.
I forgot about that one. There's another one.
I got realpof.com, privatemoneylist.net, fundmynextdeal.com, flipman.net, junkers101.com, dealyoulater.com, now mail to flip.com. That don't even, jvdeals.net. That don't even include the stuff that I use, from other stuff or whatever. So, so hey, I love the internet.
Let's see here. I appreciate it. I have noticed with cold calling, the opening line and tone of voice makes a difference because initially they think it's a typical solicitor trying to sell them something.
Good tip. Good tip. Hey, the person that asked about their the credit, having good credit or whatever, you can just text me, whatever. I can give you a little bit more information or send you in the right direction. I just like people to watch that video. She explains it better than me. So you can just text me 205-492-3425. But that number is on any of my videos for the most part. So. What was their name? You remember?
Yeah, that was on Instagram. That was Sherelle.
Okay. All right, Sherelle. Yeah, you just send me a message on Instagram. Just right there on flipman.net on Instagram.
All right. Cash King Rule says, how's it going, Ty? I hope you had a blessed year, and I'm going to be in touch with you after the first of the new year. Much love, brother. Keep doing you. Yay. Motivation. We ain't going nowhere.
Motivation.
Let's see here. How's that Flip Anything app? That ain't us.
That's my man Tom. That's what Tom from Flip Anything USA. People should check it out. You know, Tom puts out a lot of content, so they definitely should check it out. They can make their own judgments on it. You know, so.
Okay.
Sure.
Alvin from New York wants to know, how many yellow letters should I have in the mail per month?
Oh, what you can afford. He said we're talking about direct mail, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, before you do that,
here we go.
He must be new to the Flippinar, huh?
He must be, because today we are introducing to you mail-to-flip.com.
You're right. Dog.
My bad.
Right. What is wrong with you? I've been calling you for an hour. Oh boy, they don't know what that means. People know what that means. Please post. What then got into you? I've been calling your name for an hour. You don't even know, do you?
I don't. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I'm not gonna. I tell you what.
Wait. Before they answer that, but mail-to-flip.com. That's where you can do your direct mail. These guys are genius. Again, I thought about it, but I didn't think about streamline it. They've streamlined it where whenever you're doing direct mail, the whole idea is to make sure or to increase your chances of your message being read and being noticed, obviously. So you want to stand out from the other people that have the same list you have that are mailing. So boom, they put a picture of the house that the person owns. You don't think that'll get their attention? Mail-to-flip.com. Make sure you can get a 10% discount on your first order from the service. Just submit your name, email address, phone, and submit the right information. That's the only way you're going to get the credit on it. So and then you'll receive the code, the actual the coupon code whenever you submit the information, and boom, you go there and order. So whenever you're ready, obviously. So then mail-to-flip.com. I said I'm gonna do a video on it. I'm thinking about putting together a little inexpensive course, maybe like $97 to just break down the mail thing altogether and how I go about it, you know, because some people just need that or whatever. And students, you'll get it free. It'll just be added to the modules or whatever, you know, existing students, I mean. So, but anyway, so boom. So mail-to-flip.com. So did someone answer that?
Vanola.
Vanola. That's my girl. Hey, that's my girl in Jacksonville. The kids watching?
She says they're always watching, but she didn't answer. But she answered it. She said the color purple. Color purple people.
What it got into you? I've been calling your name for an hour.
That's right. Yep. Vanola, way to go. That's what I was clapping for, guys. She nailed it. Shaq, you a little late on this rowboat. You got the last. I think the last thing we did was color purple. I think it was. Yeah.
One of the greatest movies of all time, man.
The classic is a classic. Let's see here. Mobbing for money. How do you evaluate your repair costs? Do you use a contractor or you evaluate it yourself?
I just do it myself. The way I was trained and the way I train people to do it, which I help students with it if they want it. They just go out and video the property, upload it to YouTube and send me the link. But that link is also used when you're marketing the property to sellers. But to answer your question, if you just want to get familiar with cost, now you can take 3 contractors out there, you'll get 3 different prices or whatever. Now, what should be the same is obviously material cost, but you can go to Home Depot or Lowe's. If you have the square footage and the measurements of windows, flooring, or whatever, they can give you the cost of what the materials will be. To simplify it, you could just probably double that in a lot of cases. Well, it depending on where you are and what type of property it is and whether it's lower end, high end, all that will factor in as far as labor cost along with materials. But there's a calculator that you can use. There's several of them actually, but if you just go to Google and do a search for remodeling calculator, a home calculator, remodeling home calculator. The one that I've recommended in the past, get past the, whenever you go to get past the advertisements, is remodelingcalculator.org, I think, just off of memory. But that'll help you out a lot. And I just normally round up from 5,000, 10,000, just in 5,000 increments. You may get a number of 3,800 on something, and I'll just round it up to 5,000. So.
All right. How important is it for a first timer to get a memoranda of contract to stop the buyer from going behind your back?
And that's going to be just up to you. Like we had a guy just said he almost got squeezed out of a deal. He contacted the title company because he did have a contract with the seller and I guess with the buyer, so he was good. But I've only did it once and it didn't really matter. It was a waste of money for me. But I'm not telling you not to do it. You have to go with what you're comfortable with or whatever. But most see, what you have to understand, in order for a deal to happen without you, once you have it under contract with a seller, that means the seller has to be on board also. And most people are reasonable. You're going to always have your outliers, but most people know they signed that document with you. They need to go through you or whatever. So, but again, you have to do it what you think is best for you. I just never do it.
Okay. Of course, as always, they ask for more motivated seller calls. They love those. So
yeah.
I guess it can.
I'm getting to it.
Okay. Jeremy wants to know, if I have a house under contract and I find a buyer, do I need to have any money for the title company?
He has a seller and a buyer, is what he's saying?
Yeah.
Okay. No. Well, it depends. I always say that, don't I? Because it's just not a cut and dry or something with a lot of this stuff. Normally, what you'll want to happen is that sometimes the seller, your buyer will be okay with you dictating where it's closing, but a lot of times they're going to do it because they know they're going to pay for it. So, but if you have a situation where you have a buyer and seller in place and the title company wants you to pay up front, it will still be somewhat a risk because the title could come back unclear and may not be able to clear. But if you ever ran into that situation and you needed that $500 or $600 to get it pulled, I would gladly participate in that for a piece of the deal. But without me, you could probably borrow that from someone, because you can promise them probably to double their money or whatever. So that's one of them good problems, in the famous words of Marlo Stansfield. Now, you don't know who that is, do you, Adrian?
I ain't as old as you.
That ain't got nothing to do. I bet some people that are younger than you right now on this thing know who Marlo Stanfield is. I can assure you. If anybody's under 30 that knows who Marlo Stanfield is, please
comment. Don't say a word or I'll never read your question.
All right. See how she is. That's what I have to deal with. See,
that's petty.
You know those people we talk about that you're gonna always have outliers. Well, it is.
Me. Okay, Cory Woodman. Yay, Cory from Boyertown here, still enjoying his money from his first deal the other day.
Oh yeah, I did an interview with him. We're going to be posting that video. I'll get it done over the week. I'll get it edited and uploaded over the weekend, hopefully.
Somebody got a check. Somebody got a check.
Check for almost 10 big ones.
Ooh, check. Oh, yep. Way to go, Cory. Jerry Blackwell says, thank you. We just got almost 10K on our very first deal following your formula. Thanks, Flipman. And Adrian, quotation marks. That's like an afterthought.
I hope my check is in the mail, man. What's up? Adrian get a little taste.
Way to go, Cory and Jerry. Everybody give them a hand clap emoji, Facebook somewhere. That's money, guys. Proof in the pudding. I know some of you guys are getting discouraged. I get discouraged. I am discouraged. But it happens. It works. The information is here. It's free. Someone asked what was the difference from being a paid student versus just watching all the videos and that are available on YouTube, tuning in to the live Flippinars and asking questions. What's the difference other than you just need your hand here?
That's it. You know, everybody retains information differently. Some people need that additional support. Some don't. It just being real, I would have been one of those that didn't need me. That's just how I am. But others are not like that. So that's why I put the option out there. And again, it goes back to one of those things when people contact me. Yeah, I'm just a regular dude.
The Wire. Whatever. That's all you had to say. I should have known.
It was The Wire, man. Yeah, Marlo Stansfield, The Wire. That's one of the problems.
The Wire, baby.
Anyway, my point is that I wouldn't if I would have found somebody like me, I wouldn't have paid for anything. That's all I need. You know what I'm saying? All the stuff that you see me do on the internet or whatever, which I'm probably a little bit above average as far as the average individual that's online. But you know, some guy just makes just ridiculous money on the internet, just on the net or whatever. And but all this stuff is self-taught. I just need to see it. You know, but everybody is not like that, you know, which that's fine. That's what makes the world go around. So what I was trying to get to, don't think I'm trying to be funny when someone say, well, won't you just partner with me? Why can't I pay you after the deal, blah, 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 or whatever. Yeah, that would make sense. I'm turning down because I only charge what I charge now, which you know what the fees are. But normally if we did a deal together, it'd be more. But the problem with that is if something happens in your life, which is life, beyond your control, and you can't pursue this anymore, then how do I get paid? So, and people say, well, ain't nothing going. No, you can't say that. If we knew what was going to happen the next day, we wouldn't be thinking about real estate. We'll be in another business. We all be billionaires in the morning if we know what's going to happen the next day. So with that being said, so I have all this free content. I say, well, hey, you can't afford what I offer. Just take advantage of the free information and put, well, I can't learn like that, blah. I need somebody. I get it. But a part of being successful as an entrepreneur or a real estate investor, you got to be able to take the resources that are available to you and make them work. That's like when someone said that to me, I already knew we were going to not probably be succeed in doing a deal together because you don't even want to take the free information and put it into play or whatever. So, but again, I don't even know how I got off on that tangent, but again, I think I answered the question.
Okay. Is there a script to follow when talking to motivated sellers?
Yeah, I have a video. I'll have a video on everything, but I have to refer you to that particular video. It's called the Top 10 Questions to Ask Sellers When Wholesaling Houses. If you do a YouTube search for that, it's probably a 3 or 4 year old video, but those questions haven't changed. So go check that particular video out and it'll answer your questions on that.
All right. Ben wants to know, how much do you spend on wholesaling marketing a month?
I'm a sporadic person. I do a lot of stuff that I don't always do stuff the right way. That's why I know anybody can do it, because I know what to do the right way. But to answer your question, now understand I'm a big bandit sign guy. So I can spend $300 on bandit signs. That's 250 or so bandit signs, 2-color that I use, and that'll last me 2 months right there. As far as direct mail, I don't do that as much as I should. Now I spend quite a bit of money just paying my sister to do some marketing for me. I spend almost $1,000 a month with her. So if you include the banner signs, I probably spend anywhere from $1,000 to maybe $1,200 a month, just, with the stuff that I do. Now I'm a little, it doesn't take that to do stuff. I'm some of the stuff I'm testing, or whatever. So you could literally $100 a month, really, you could do, because it's only going to take one deal. So from there, it's going to be on you on how much you want to spend. Like I've been promoting the mail to flip. I'm finna to really spend some money on that in 2018. Well, I already have a mailing going out, but I'm gonna really spend some money on that or whatever because I know that works because I was going to do it myself. And even though I haven't had to close a deal from it or whatever, but I just know what gets people attention. And that's what we off on Instagram. And that's what it's just all about, getting your message read. So, I that number that I'm giving you, that's not a number that's really needed to, that's not a number that's really needed to, really a number needed to do deal. I could say you could easily start out with $100. Well, I'm gonna say $150 a month, because that'll buy you 100 bandit signs every month. But you only need one deal to springboard your market into orbit, where you can compound and spend. Say if you made $5,000 on your first deal, if you took just $2,000 of that and just held it back, that'll last you. Well, it depends if you do direct mail, because that can get expensive. Say if you did direct mail, say you made $5,000 on your first deal, and you're gonna put $1,000 in direct mail. Okay, I don't know how many pieces. Depending on how you're gonna do it, whether it's gonna be postcards or you're gonna use mail to flip. You're not gonna use that or whatever. But that should be a pretty decent campaign. And you took another 300 that and bought bandit signs, so that's gonna last you a few months or whatever. Because if you stagger the mailing, over the course of maybe 3 months, that'll produce deal. You do another deal, you put more money back in it. You know what I'm saying? So it's a compounded thing. That just depends on the individual. I know I'm rambling, but my mind is going so many places when you think about that, because so many options out there to do marketing.
All right. Darlin says, I watched the Flippinars videos and got my first property under contract. The owners made a comment to me and said, I can tell that you've been doing this for years. Meanwhile, it's my first time. Watch the videos. They work.
Oh, that's a good one. Okay. So you've been doing it for years. Hey, man, I'm telling you, if you can talk the talk, you can walk into a commercial building in New York City and they think you're ready to pull the trigger on it or whatever. It's
confidence, guys. Confidence. Can't be nervous. What you nervous for? Don't be nervous. Derek Fry, and it was another question. When a person becomes a student of yours in wholesaling, how long will you teach them? Is there a certain time frame, and do you guarantee a deal within a certain time frame, or do you guarantee a deal?
Well, the length is whenever you choose that, I'm available. Some of you all that talk to me, as long as I'm breathing, hopefully that's a few more years, quite a few more years of sound mind and health or whatever. So I'm in it. This is what I do. So there's no limit on it. Now ideally, what'll happen, you won't need me. It's just that simple. If you're doing what you're supposed to do, you have every opportunity to see what I do or whatever. And you may call me and I see you somewhere, or we conversate and say, hey, how did you do that? And that happens sometimes. So, but to answer your question, there's no limit. But as far as a guarantee, that's an interesting question. What do you think when someone say, hey, I can guarantee you can do a deal? Hey, what do you think about that before I go on my diatribe?
I think you're lying, because you can't guarantee me nothing. Because ultimately it's based on what I'm doing. So if I tell you I'm doing something or not, I don't like the word guarantee. I mean, we'll put 100% effort into it, but I can't guarantee you.
Yes.
I'm gonna give you all the tools. I'm gonna give you everything you need to do.
That's the word. That's the magic word. That's the magic word right there. I am a tool. My information is a tool. Right?
Good that I didn't. He's a tool.
Oh, that can mean something else, can't it?
Yeah.
Okay, but if they know what I mean. It's just like if you go to the grocery store and buy all the ingredients to cook something, you got everything you need to cook it. But if you don't cook it, it's no guarantee it's going, you know what I'm saying? It's not going to happen. I'm only 10% of what you need. The 90% is you. That's where the guarantee is. I'm going to do what I'm saying. The information is tested. It's not like I've invented anything. This information is old as real estate, right? I know I'm gonna make myself available to you. Those are my guarantees to you. Everything else is on the individual. If you see something say, well, we guarantee, you got to run from that because they're lying. How can they guarantee what you're going to do? You know what I'm saying? That's just like saying, no matter what you do, you're going to still do a deal because our information is that good. Huh? How can you guarantee that? That's wow. I understand that's what people want, but man, wow, this is entrepreneurship, man.
Well, I think what people get gimmicked into, well, Shaq says people with ties giving you for free. Some girls charge upwards of $8,000 more. We have people on here all the time that say they're going to seminars and they're like, well, you got to pay 10 grand for me to show you how to make 5 grand. The information is out there for free. This is just my opinion, guys. But if you need your handheld, you need a little one-on-one, that's cool too, because some people just need that, but you got to pay for that time. Time isn't for free. The information is free. His time isn't. And then, but you still got to put your own time into it as well. And there's can't nobody guarantee what you're doing now. I'm gonna give you everything you need, but if, I'm gonna give you the book, but if you don't read it, that's on you. On you. Absolutely. He is available. Guys, I spent a lot of time with Ty. And that phone is ridiculous. Both phones, they just stupid ringing off the hook. He answers some of the questions. I'm gonna tell you, some of your questions, watch the videos. But he answers the questions. That's what you paid for. That's what he does. I sit back and I shake my head. I'm shaking my head at you when you call. But it your choice, guys. Free or pay for the time. No guarantees in business. You want the people that's going to say money back guarantee. This ain't no money back guarantee because you got what you paid for. You got it. So what you do with it, that's your business. Now, Cam is asking some questions. Cam, I don't know if you're new or not. It's not vanity signs. It's bandit signs.
Be like smoke, like Smokey and the Bandit. People think I say banner signs.
Banner, she said vanity, but it's okay. It's this.
Yeah.
And you also asked
B is in boy.
B is in boy, B is in butthole. Anyway, she asked where to put them. Now there's a video on that, Cam.
Yeah.
Because we're rounding out at the end.
There are a lot of ways to go about placing the signs. Just think about it like this. What was her name?
It's Cam. She's new. Everybody say, hey, Cam.
Yeah. Think about it like this, Cam. Is that it's all about visibility, but you don't want to be, some of it's just testing because everybody wants to be in areas where no one else existed. But in most markets, most cities, markets, whatever, bandit signs are nothing new. So they've already tested most markets. So the easy thing to do is to place signs on what other signs already exist. And then you do a little testing in areas where they don't exist. When I say a little, meaning putting out 10 or 15 signs. The worst thing you want to do is buy 100 signs, put out 100 signs, and they're down the next day or whatever. So you have to test if you've never done it before. But you're always thinking when you're putting out signs, can I view this sign if I'm sitting in traffic, standing where my vehicle is still, not driving 45 miles an hour and you see a sign, they can't read. Hold that sign back up, Adrian, please. They can't read that at 45 miles an hour. So you only intersections where there's a traffic light and or a stop sign. So there you go.
All right. We've been on for an hour, guys. So at about this point, I'll let Ty do a little house cleaning. I tell you that I'm going to do a roundabout all my platforms, pick up some questions that I might have missed. Jeremy Ocampo, message Ty, flipman.net. Just send them an email. So I'll pull a few more questions from each of my platforms and end this Flippinar. So make it a good one. I didn't do is it the deals? I saw one, so I'll make sure I read that one. Ty, you got anything you want to say?
I was just going to mention mention mail to flip.com again. If you want to stand out from your competitors in your market, these guys have come up with a brilliant way. They reached out to me. I'm an affiliate of them. So they're going to give a 10% discount on your first order on the actual print. The postage, they can't give a discount, but they have all their pricing there. But they are brilliant. When someone receives a mailer from you, it says, "Is this your house?" It has a picture of their actual house that you're targeting. It's all about with direct mail is increasing your chances of your message being read. That's the name of the game, and this will do that. So mail to flip.com, I'm going to strongly recommend it. Go there, submit your name, email address, and phone number, and you'll receive the actual code to get the 10% discount on your first order. So, boom.
All right, Mr. Jeremy on Facebook he's about to complete a deal that if goes through will net him $15K. Jeremy, make sure you keep up with us and let us know. Christmas coming around. Add me to your Christmas list. Ting!
Hey, you ting this.
Data. Okay. Someone asked earlier what driving for dollars is. I think I said something about it earlier, and someone answered the question, but it's just what it says. Driving around in your area looking for an abandoned, distressed properties, write down the addresses, might even be some. You can write down some for rent, some fixpos, which is for sale by owners. Write those addresses down in your little notebook, and when you come back home, sit down and Google. And I like that. Google. Yeah, Google. Yeah, we might have to use that. Anyway, go ahead and see if you can find the owners. There's plenty of resources. Your tax assessor's office might be a good source for you. Most counties have it available online. Some are better than others. That's just not the only way.
The app you need to download. I'm not affiliate of them. Just recommending a good app. Most people have a smartphone, but a good app for that to identify owners. Now, it's only going to be as good as how the information is provided from that particular county, and they have a trial period on the app, but it's Land Glide, like LAND, Glide, GLIDE, Land Glide. That's a very good app to help you identify properties, whether you're on location or not. Very good app, which I have a video on it, but as I do with everything, I guess. But yeah. Land Glide, that'll help you with that. But it's only as good as the information is provided from that particular county. So,
all right. So there you have driving for dollars. Take your notebook, do the free subscription, landglide.com. Not affiliated, not yet anyway.
Yeah, it's in the App Store. It's only be for smartphone and what you got? Oh, and Apple.
And Apple, Android. Team Android over here. Let's see here. The Mike Alicia says he has an appointment with the seller in his local area. The property is a SFR and in need of no repairs. Is this a property that can be wholesale/flipped for a profit? The listed value of the property is $255K.
And what he can get it for?
Yeah. Okay, Mike. So if it's listed for $255, what's the ARV? If it's more than that, and if it's not more than that, how much are you getting it under contract for? Because there has to be some room somewhere. If there's no money to be made, there's no money to be made. So what are your comps for the area? And what are you thinking about asking, or what are you thinking about offering to the owner? So if you're still with me, Mike, go ahead and put that on there so I can list that up. Okay, the next question is still in regards to comps. If there hasn't been a comp within the last 12 months, no properties in the area sold, what do you do?
Oh, that's going to be tough. Normally, I'll just go ahead and look at the assessed value from the county, state, or city, however they do it in your market, and just work that way as far as my formula. But if there hadn't been any recent sales in that area, you got to get it cheap. Okay,
Trackstar has a question. I think we get asked this question every week. We haven't I haven't read it and you haven't answered it today, but it's in regards to a mobile home. He or she says, I have a mobile home deal. The seller is living there and the buyers who are interested want to move in as well. How do I do the contract with the buyers, being that it's a mobile home?
Well, really, a contract is really not even needed with a mobile home. It's so tricky with those because they're just like cars. You know, they're just like automobiles as far as the transaction, bill of sale. You sign the title, they sign the title, boom, it's yours or whatever. So it's a timing thing. So just a straight out wholesale. So if the buyer and the seller ever meet without you, they can perform the transaction right there on the spot without you. So in most cases, you're going to either have to probably set up some type of terms, or you can get some form of ownership and then sell it, and or just buy it outright or whatever. So, and then you can, dollars is yours. Then you can sell it to wherever. But the traditional wholesale method of putting it under contract, that won't even matter. You know, now some land involved, and the land is really probably more valuable than the mobile home. Then yeah, that's different. That's a different animal there. But just talking about the mobile home itself is going to be different on the process. But you could turn them quick because they can, again, it's just like selling cars. You know, automobiles, they can happen instantly.
Okay. Can you touch on wholesaling performing notes?
I don't know anything about that.
Okay. And let's see here. Mike, still waiting on you to update me on that home for 255. Full body boss on Instagram. Got any commercial properties you're trying to move out there in Ohio?
Nothing in Ohio at the moment.
All right. And let's pull one more. Let's see here. Jeff, welcome. I need to tell Jeff John Baptiste. He's new. He's being quiet, just soaking up the information. That's great. Glad you're here. Ty, this is a good question, and this is going to be our final question. What's your end game? Where do you see? Oh, I lost the question. Basically, it was asking, what is your ultimate goal? Do you want to build a huge real estate empire doing hundreds of deals? What are your future long-term goals?
The future long-term goals is to create a significant amount of passive income through commercial real estate.
Ooh, that sounds scripted. You've been rehearsing that. Ooh, that's good. To generate a significant amount of passive income through commercial real estate. Boom. There you have it, guys. Well, as always, we appreciate you joining us again live on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. We've been here for over an hour. Join us next Thursday. Yeah, we'll be here next Thursday, right? Yeah, we'll be here next Thursday. Join us to ask your wholesaling questions. Remember, this video will be available after we're done on YouTube in about 10-15 minutes. You can continue to post questions. If I missed your question, if you think of something after the fact, Ty will get back with you. Don't forget, mail-to-flip.com, great resource that's available to you for those that are interested in sending out postcards, letters. I think it gives you quite a few options on what you can send and the size. If you go to that website, you will receive a 10% discount. Again, going to mail-to-flip.com, where there are some other resources available to you, such as dealulator.com, which is in affiliate mode right now, but will be coming to you soon. Strictly produced by Ty the Flipman Taylor. If you have any questions for Ty, feel free to go to flipman.net and shoot him an email. He's very good about responding. Also, on any video that you see on YouTube or any one of these websites, his number is available. Appreciate you joining us. Hope you all have a wonderful weekend. It's the last weekend before Christmas. Get that shopping done. You got anything you need to say, Ty?
Oh, yeah, I'll just send a quick shout out to Dexter and his wife. I can't remember what her name is. Forgive me, darling. I was in the Waffle House last night eating something. and they came in. They were like, "Wow, you know," I get embarrassed on stuff like that because I actually think when I'm in Birmingham, nobody knows me, and I think I'm wrong on that. But anyway, so just shout out. It was great meeting with them. You know, I think I gave them a little advice, encouragement. You know, to get back in it. They gave it a shot. You know, gave up on it, make a couple of decisions that they wish they would went a different direction in. So just shout out to them if they're watching. But again, thank you all for showing up this week, and we will see you next week.
Hey, wait.
No.
Mike answered the question. He says the property is an expired listing, was listed at $255. She is highly motivated. The comps are in the range of $250 to $260. What is a profitable offer without getting cursed out? Well, if you don't get cursed out, it ain't profitable enough. But okay, what's your answer?
Without knowing the repairs, I'm just
no repairs.
Well, it's always gonna be repairs. So we'll just say $5,000 then.
Okay, $5,000.
So what is that? 30%? What is that? 75. So I would probably offer 150 just to see where her head is as she rejects that. You know, ask her, well, how close can you come to that amount? So you go from there. So I would probably start out at 150.
All right, Mike. Hope you got that answer. We slid that on in. Well, guys, this is it. We'll see you next Thursday. We will see you on the flip side.
Thank you very much, guys.
Don't take an hour next time.
Hold on. Oh, you get crazy.